When we consider about how people learn online and how people learn in the classroom, there's a lot of crossover. So to think about how people learn online, one of the things that we want to talk about first is how do people learn generally. We have a lot of understanding and a lot of research that's been done about how people learn. Work by John Bransford and his colleagues, for example, talk about the design of learning environments. And when we talk about online learning specifically, we're talking about what's a good learning environment like? Well, we know good learning environments have several characteristics. They're learner-centered, they're knowledge-centered, they're assessment-centered, they're community-centered. So when we talk about the design of good online environments, we want to keep that in mind. But beyond the understanding of how people learn online, there's also new understanding about how people learn specifically in online environments. So one of the more popular or well-known frameworks for understanding how people learn in online environments is a community of inquiry framework. And in that model, we talk about things like establishing presence in the absence of face-to-face interaction. So if we think about how to design a good online learning environment, one piece of this is to talk about, well, what's the role of the instructor? And in the absence of, moment-by-moment negotiation of meaning that can happen in a classroom, how does an instructor sort of establish themselves? How do they establish their presence? And this notion of teaching presence is meant to describe that. So when we talk about teaching presence, you're talking about the instructional design and organization of the learning environment. You're talking about how do instructors facilitate productive discourse among students? How do they get students talking to each other in ways that are going to lead to good learning? And you talk about direct instruction. And the way that occurs in online environments is, again, it's quite different from what's going to happen in a classroom environment. The instructional design in online environments is not going to be something that happens a few hours before the class starts like it would in a traditional 14-week semester-based course. You're going to have the entire course designed in advance. So every element of instructional design that's going to be in place for an entire semester-based course has got to be done in advance. So there's got to be a great deal of attention paid to learning outcomes. Where do you want the students to end up? You want to start at the end and work backwards. So establishing teaching presence, the instructional design for online courses, it's really important that it gets all done before you start. And that's something that's a big change for a lot of instructors, to be finished before you start.